Today I want to show you the quickest and easiest way I know to tie a headscarf. And for me, that's one that doesn't use knots. I hate tying my scarves with knots because you've got to tie a knot really tight to get it to stay on your head. And if you're at all prone to headaches, that's going to mean you don't feel very good. And if you don't tie your knot very tight, it's too loose and the headscarf slips straight off your head. So the best way I know is not using knots, but it's using these, which is, it's just your plain average hairband. And the ones I like are kind of thick and with quite a lot of give in them. They're really cheap. I mean, these are the cheapest ones you can buy. I like these ones because they also don't have those little metal tags that you sometimes get, because little metal tags are going to snag your scarf. And if you spent a lot of money and splashed out on a nice silk scarf, that's going to be really annoying when you find it's got a big rip in it. So I take my hairband and I put it on my wrist. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right wrist. Now, what I'm then going to take is my headscarf. I'm going to show you with my little cap on. I really like wearing caps under my scarves because they just give that kind of extra feeling of security, like it's not going to fall straight off. So I'm going to show you it with my cap on. I then take my scarf. I'm going to hold it up like that, and I'm going to step back so you can see how big my scarf is, basically. It's that big. It's kind of more of a pashmina, really. Look, that's how big it is. And also, if I hold it up, straight down to the floor, you can see it's actually bigger than me. So I'm not very tall, so that's not much of an achievement, but still, it's bigger than me. So I've got this nice silk scarf, and it's kind of long, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to step back so I can show you, I'm going to fold it over in half. And it doesn't matter what shape your scarf is, fold it over however many times so you get a nice rectangle, like that. Rectangles are the best starting shape for your scarf. You're going to see why using a big scarf is better, because you've got more to play with, basically. Tying small scarves is a nightmare because they often just don't cover your head right. So I've folded my scarf into a nice rectangle, like that. And then what I'm going to do is, with my hairband on my wrist, I put it on my head, like that. And I'm actually putting it on like it's hair. That might sound really silly, but it's a really good way to tie your scarf, because if you haven't tied a scarf before, it's going to feel quite confusing, you won't know what to do, it just feels quite alien on your head. But if you put it on your head from the starting point of hair, then suddenly it feels much more natural. You know what to do with it straight away. I mean, most people have tied a ponytail or a plait or their hair in a bun. It just makes more sense. So I've put it on my head. I've made sure that it's covering my little cap there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is, you can see I've got my little hairband on. I'm going to scoop all the material behind my head, as if I was tying all the material in a ponytail. And you can see that I brought it really low under my ears. That's the way I like to wear my scarves. I don't like it with my ears peeking out like that. Some people do because they wear earrings, or they might have reduced hearing, but for me, I like it going down like that. So I've pulled it back in a ponytail, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around so that you can see a bit better. I'm holding that kind of scarf ponytail with the hand that has the little hairband on. Now what I'm going to do is pull the hairband over as if I was tying a bun with my hair. And then cross over the band in that hand, and then just gather all of that material exactly like I was tying a messy bun with my long hair, and pull it back over, like that. And there you go. It's that easy. And if I show you it from the side, you get this nice kind of profile because you've got quite a lot of material in profile like that. I really like that because I personally don't like to show my neck. I used to have quite long hair, and for me, I don't like my neck being on display. So for me, this is absolutely perfect because you've got the coverage here, you've got it up here, and also at the nape of the neck like that. One nice thing you can do about this as well is just kind of tug a little, and then you get this kind of long stream. I'll come back so you can see this kind of long stream down your shoulder. which if you used to have long hair is really nice because it's nice to have the feeling of something being on your shoulders again. So I'm just going to run through that one more time because I probably did it quite fast. So take my hairband on my wrist, take my long scarf and fold it in half, or however many ways you have to fold your scarf in order to get a nice rectangle. And what I do is place it on my head like it's hair, like that. Scoop it under my ears as if I was gathering a ponytail. I'm going to turn around and show you. Then take the hand that has the wristband on it and gather all of that material into a messy bun, like that. And there you go. It's worth taking a couple of minutes just in front of the mirror, just gently adjusting, checking you've got the height right. I mean, scarves don't look too good if they're too far back or too low down on the forehead. And there you go. And the lovely thing about this is it's really secure. I'm just going to do that. I mean, look, it's not coming off. I've been on roller coasters with this style on, and it just hasn't come off. And the nice thing is, as well, is that you can take, say, a little scarf, like one I've got here, and you could tie it over like that. Well, all I've done there, look, I've just tied a knot below the big bun like that, because then that looks even nicer basically. And if I just take that off, another way you can make it extra secure is if you just take a little a soft kind of sweatband basically and just gently hook that over like that, because then you get a nice contrast of colours if you've chosen the right colours, and also you get extra security. So that's the easiest way to tie a scarf without any knots.